When dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now.
So you're probably wondering, what the hell? Or maybe, what the F? I know I am. No, Tucker Carlson is making a point there, and it's not about how he, I don't know, fantasizes about spanking kids or something. This is political. He's talking about Donald Trump needing to come in and, in Tucker Carlson's metaphor, physically discipline the women of our nation, I guess. It's a strange metaphor, and it's only gonna get stranger. Buckle up.
Dad comes home. Dad is pissed. He's not vengeful. He loves his children. Disobedient as they may be, he loves them. Because they're his children, they live in his house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior. And he's gonna have to let them know. He's gonna have to get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no, it's not gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this. You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
Okay, every bit of that is both deeply weird, but also deeply troubling. Like, it may not be clear on a surface level why that is a deeply fascist statement. The idea that we need this literal father figure for our nation who's gonna discipline us because we've been naughty and we need him to, no, he's not my father. No, not interested in any of that. The idea that in his example, by the way, Donald Trump, after helping to preside over the stripping away of rights of women and women fighting back against him electorally, he's now going to physically punish them. And it's gonna hurt them more than it hurts him in Tucker Carlson's mind is all deeply weird in both a sexual and political fashion. He goes on to say, by the way, and then when they tell you they've won, you say no. Tucker Carlson told them to reject a Democratic victory in this election, even if that's what the votes show. So there's more. Super, super weird. Trey, what do you make of it?
I mean, we've all been saying, Trump is their daddy for a long time now, but to hear them just openly talking about it that way, just being like, no, daddy, save us, spank them, daddy, hurt them, daddy. It's all so weird. And then when Tim Wall says they're weird, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Where do you get off calling us weird just because we want to get spanked by Daddy Trump or whatever? But also that Tucker Carlson complains a lot about like the death of masculinity and stuff like that. Like he's like supposed to be a real man or something, Tucker.
Yeah.
He's like the font of masculinity for a lot of people. And then he gets up there and talks about, Trump being daddy and doling out spankings and stuff. And it's all just so almost too weird to be believed if we weren't seeing it all happen right in front of our eyes. So I don't know, man. It's a strange and dumb time to be alive. It really is.
Super, super weird. And like to everyone, but particularly the women of America, like, please tell me you do not want these people in charge. Please tell me you get how deeply strange. Look, I as, like a man or whatever, like those right wingers, they don't like me, whatever. They're not overly concerned with me. They're very concerned with you. And I'm concerned for you because of how concerned they are with you. Please reject this guy. Please send them off to go kick rocks. Please do that. And finally, I just want to remind everyone, first of all, that sort of message being delivered by Tucker Carlson, and maybe that's just, his last pitch for Trump, could also be a preview of what Tucker Carlson is going to be telling America in the run up to 2028 if he decides to run. And by the way, he will purposefully invoke the fascist rhetoric and tropes and all that even more than Donald Trump does. So let's get past this time in America, but also prepare yourself for what could be an even darker time. And we'll end with just one note. I just want to remind everyone, particularly the conservatives that are watching, I get that you love that Tucker Carlson is endorsing Donald Trump. And it doesn't matter to you when I point out the hypocrisy here, but it does to me. Tucker Carlson hates Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson in no way respects Donald Trump. He thinks he's an agent of chaos. He wishes he could go back to ignoring him. He thinks he's terrible. And look, that doesn't just reflect poorly on Trump. It reflects poorly on Tucker Carlson that he is now endorsing a person that he has said all of those things about. I hate these fake grifters. I hate how many of them don't have an authentic cell in their body.